right, Jesse on Fire, welcome back to the channel. So Dana White has responded to Nate Diaz, and he did so in an underhanded compliment way. So he pretended he's complimenting Nate Diaz.
I mean, I like Nate.
While simultaneously completely shitting on him. And I thought it was kind of funny. And so I'm going to show it to you guys. And I don't think it's funny because I'm hating on Nate Diaz or Dana. I just think that when you put two guys in a room who are combat sports athletes or dictators, sometimes if they bump heads, they're going to say funny things. And Dana said some funny things. And he also made some points that I will evaluate for, I don't know, their closeness to reality, right? What? But before I do, I'm going to show you guys a clip, obviously, too. But before I do, if you like the content, go ahead and subscribe and ring the bell so that you know when I upload. And I wanted to also take a moment to say thank you to the restaurant owner whose restaurant is right next to Danny Molina's gym. Danny Molina is Anthony Smith's boxing coach. He text messaged me and told me that you chased him down and said that it was awesome that he hung out with me and that you love my channel. I was having a terrible day today, man. Like I really was. I was having a fucking terrible day. And I appreciate that very much. And thank you, Danny, for sending that to me. Thank you both, you guys. And thank you to all my viewers, honestly. You know, for some reason, it's maybe just like my biological wiring. When people talk shit, it's like 10 times as amplified as when someone gives me a compliment. And so it feels like people are talking shit a lot, even though there's probably a 20-to-1 ratio of people being nice versus talking shit. But I really do appreciate all of my viewers and people being nice and complimentary. I really appreciate it. If you want to subscribe to the channel, feel free. I love all you guys. But anyway, let's jump into this thing. Okay, so underhanded compliments are hilarious, right? They're hilarious. And I'm going to show you guys Dana's in a second. But I just wanted to just kind of give you guys a preview of what an underhanded compliment looks like. So this would be an example of one. I've always thought that Josh Fabio was an incredibly talented guy. I look at him and I go, man, school of self-awareness, this guy's really got his shit together. Look at how many people he's got following him, right? And the fact that you can fit him inside of a purse really demonstrates that he is a multifaceted, multi-talented guy. You know, I can reach inside the purse and pull him out and have him whisper, hey, what do you think I should do about this problem that I'm facing? It's like guru in a box. He's a little guru in a box, you know? Thank you, Josh. Now go scam someone else, little fuckhead. I really appreciate your help, though. You know, I don't think this is for you, but I think there are plenty of stupid people that'll want your advice. Just get out of here. You're cute. This is a terrible example. My brain does not work right now. I'm fucking struggling. I told you I was having a terrible day. I don't even want to tell you guys why. But my brain is not working very well. I'm going to show you guys this clip of Dana and we'll go from there. Ready?
Last night he did tweet that he wants out because it's suggesting he wants to go box Jake Paul. When you see stuff like that, what is your reaction? Do you even react? Do you roll your eyes? What do you even think?
No, I mean, I like Nate. Let's be honest. Nate's won one fight in the last 5 or 6 years. You know, when these guys get into these positions, you got guys that have been with us for a long time that we respect, that we care about. You know, you got the Cerrones and Anthony Pettis before he left, and you got Nate Diaz and Nick Diaz is still under contract with us. So you want to be fair to everybody. You want to do the right things, whatever. Nate Diaz isn't going to come in and fight Kamaru Usman or, listen, we're trying to do the best we can. We're trying not to shit on anybody and disrespect anybody, but it's not like we're talking about Kamaru Usman here. We're talking about Nate Diaz. Nate's won one fight in 5 years. So we're trying to figure this thing out with him. He probably should go on and fight Jake Paul. That's a fight that makes sense.
So, in case you guys, couldn't read between the lines there, that's Dana shitting on Nate Diaz. Hey, listen, man, we're not talking about Kamaru Usman, the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. We're talking about Nate Diaz, dude. Like, you want to be fair to these guys, but this fucking guy's only won one fight in the last 5 years. Like, yeah, he probably should go fight Jake Paul. He probably should. And you're like, so you guys haven't made him any offers recently? What do you mean? So you guys haven't been offering him any money? Like, because he's won one fight in the last 5 years. So he's not valuable, is what you're saying. Like, he's not valuable. Well, I just think he's obviously not going to fight for the title. Yeah. But your implication was that he's not valuable, right? I don't like your tone. Yeah, I bet you know where I'm going with this. Can you think of anybody else who's only won one fight in 5 years? No, I can't. Yeah, I bet you can't. Conor. His last win was in 2016, okay? Before Cowboy. 2016. Let me just double check that that's correct because I don't want to be saying things that are not correct, but I'm pretty sure it was... Wait, what am I doing? It's over here. Yeah, his last fight was Eddie Alvarez, November 12th, 2016. And then he, fought Cowboy. So you got one win in 5 years. So does that mean that he's not valuable? Because I think Conor's pretty fucking valuable, dude. And Nate Diaz, I think, is pretty fucking valuable, dude. If we were going to rattle off the most valuable assets in the UFC, I'm not talking about long term. I'm not talking about prospects. I'm talking for 2022, right? If you have a list of fighters that are going to push the needle the most in their next fight in 2022 against a half decent opponent or another star, who would you list? Conor, Masvidal, Nate. Okay? Those are your top 3 guys. You know what they all have in common? Masvidal's coming off 3 losses. Nate's won 1 fight in the last 5 years. Conor's won 1 fight in the last 5 years. So Nate is in this thing that does not have anything to do with how many fights he's won in the last 5 years. That's just a way of devaluing him because he's not signing. He's refusing to sign. Like, that is what the MO is. Now, I'm not blaming Dana for this at all. Like, this is like standard operating procedure if you're a fight promoter, right? Especially if you're the UFC, given the structure of how they do business with people, right? So it's like, think about it like this. If the normal MO, once a guy says they're going to leave, is to give them their final fight of their contract against a young murder machine. As an example, Tyron Woodley, who does he get? Luque. That's like the quintessential example, right? They put him up against a guy who's an absolute murder machine who does not have a name. And the reason you put him up against him is because he's most likely to lose to him. And also, if he does pull off a victory, beating that guy doesn't put any shine on him on his way out. Which is why I noticed that when they were putting Nate Diaz against Khamzat, I was like, damn, they must think that Nate has absolutely no chance against Khamzat. Because if he beat Khamzat, that would be a big shine on that diamond before it goes out. Now, do I think that there's a high likelihood that Nate would beat Khamzat? No, I don't. Okay? And neither does anyone who is a student of this sport. But the fact that there's even a chance is like, they must really think he has basically no chance. Because Khamzat's by far the biggest star that they would ever put into a position like that to send a guy out on a loss, It also puts a bunch of eyeballs on Nate. That's actually not a good fight. It's like in the normal formula of devaluation. What the fuck? Devaluing a guy on his way out. It's a bad fight no matter what. Because even if Nate loses, but he puts on a good fight, shine him up, dude. Shine him up on his way out. So here's the deal. The UFC is obviously offering Nate things. So it's like, yeah, you probably should go fight Jake Paul. Makes sense. Oh, so you haven't made him any offers, right? So like Nate has like, no offers from you guys, right? What do you mean? I mean, so you're saying you're not making him offers. Because of course they're making him offers. Obviously. Of course they're making him offers. Because he has tremendous value. That Conor versus Nate fight is the biggest possible fight the UFC could make. Within whatever. I mean, if Conor fought Kamaru, it would probably be very similar, but that's, not. But if Kamaru was not the champion, that wouldn't be the case. If it's any 2 guys, no belt on the line, Conor versus Nate is the biggest fight the UFC can make, without any shred of doubt. So you're telling me that's Dana's real attitude about Nate Diaz, when the biggest possible fight that they could make right now has Nate on one side of it? Of course not. He's devaluing him in the exact same way that he would do if he was putting him up in his last fight of his career. And so him doing that is obviously in direct response to Nate being like, I want out. I want to go fight Jake Paul. I'm done with it. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's kind of funny. Again, Jesse, what do you think of your next door neighbor? Well, listen, when we first moved in, I liked him, right? Now I think I love him, except that he's kind of weird and never talks to us, Makes me think that maybe he's got some kids buried in the basement. But I get a really good feeling from him, aside from thinking that maybe he's buried some kids underneath his basement floor, He's either a psycho or just a weird antisocial fuck. I am not sure. One of those two things, but I like him. I like the guy, man. I like the guy a lot. Wouldn't let my kids anywhere near him, but I like him. You know, I like him. I'm worried about his future because he seems to be a fucking weirdo, antisocial lunatic. This is not my real, it's not my real neighbor, by the way. Actually, it is on this side. My neighbor over here, he's a former college baseball player. He's really cool. These fucking weirdos that bought their fucking house next door to mine, fucking weirdos, man. They haven't talked to us once. They look like they moved over here from Portland. What are you doing here, dude? Portland's fucking that way. Weirdos. Oh, are you guys going to grow some new plant? Oh, you're going to grow some basil and call yourselves farmers? Get the fuck out of here, man. This is Texas. I'm telling you, my brain is not working right now. I couldn't think of a funny joke if my life depended on it. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this video because I just am. But if you guys, again, thank you guys to my viewers. Seriously. Thank you very much. I love you guys. Peace.